I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey!
Oh, snap.
It's coming. Oh my goodness.
Man, I swear, man.
The lights, guys.
It feels like a TikTok.
Yes. Welcome to the Vanderpump Rules After Show. As you can see, we are so excited tonight. Katie, do your thing. Do it again. Come on. Give it to us. Yes.
That AfterBuzz twerk, you know?
Wait, she's
This is what
literally
everybody's
twerking.
buzzes in
Guys, we got the AfterBuzz twerk. She's a hearty twerk.
Wow.
Thank you. I love that. That was my favorite intro ever. Please do that every week.
Let's get it, you guys.
Welcome to the Vanderpump Rules After Show. Tonight, it is not about the pasta. I was about to say pasta. Pastor. It is not about the pastor.
We're used to it. We're used to it.
I know. That's the name of the episode. It's not about the pastor. But clearly it was about the pastor tonight. So much drama with that. We have a princess bridal shower, which was so cute. We'll get into that later. Dana and Max are officially a union. And yeah, we have a lot. We missed Pumptini's last week because we ran out of time, but don't worry.
Oh, they were so mad.
I know. We're sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
We will be giving out Pumptinis tonight for sure. Jerusalem has some tea for us, so stay tuned for that.
Major tea, y'all.
So much to get into, but first, my name is Rivette Soro, and I'm here with the lovely Jerusalem Javon, all the way from New York City. Now she's in LA, thriving.
Yes, honey. Taking over WeHo.
And little baby Kate's to her left. You know her, you love her, Miss Katie Thompson, always turning up for us.
Hey.
And Archie J is back. We missed you
We
so
did miss
much.
you.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to be back. I have things to say.
Good. Good.
Yes.
You can start with telling us your overall reaction tonight.
Okay, so I love the episode because it had everything that we wanted to see. It had the action pack, it had the tears, it had the party, it had the drama. I was, I am not really that sympathetic when it comes to Jax and his wife to be these days. I don't know. Everyone's on their side, but I am rocking with Sandoval. Okay.
There we go.
Sandoval, ding, ding, ding.
I got this name right.
I love that.
You're rocking with
I'm
Sandoval?
rocking with Sandoval. Stay over there.
Yikes. Well, I'm always rocking with James, so I should shut my mouth.
Overall thoughts, Katie.
I mean, I'm always sticking up for James, but on this episode, I might have to. He was being a little rude to Raquel,
Little.
so I'm like, sweetie, no, don't do this to me. But good episode overall. I was not bored. We got less of the new people, which is what we all want.
Yes.
We're looking good.
Pretty much. I was so here for it because I'm so addicted to the show and all the characters. And as I'm watching it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like judging everyone, like which I like to do. And Tom and Ariana was just giving me so much to judge them off of. And then, of course, James and Raquel, Okay.
Does it sound like her voice is shaky every time she speaks? She's
It
like,
is.
And I'm like,
she's
are
a
you
baby-
nervous or what's going on?
A little baby lamb. And oh my gosh, so number one villain for me of this episode was Tom Sandoval.
Ooh,
Whatever.
your fave.
Yeah, I
Haters gonna
wasn't
hate.
feeling him, but James, he didn't do anything we weren't surprised of, but it's like, come on, Raquel, we need to whip Raquel into shape before Women's History Month.
Yes, agree.
Oh, poor.
I love it. You guys, we have some conflicting views tonight. I feel like the comments are going to be conflicting too. This is really interesting. We touched on some big topics. It's like no joke. I mean, Britney's longtime pastor / family friend has some very homophobic tweets. It's not even like something he believes. He's putting this information on the internet for all to see. I mean, the thing is, my first question is, how did this come about 6 months later? How did it resurface? Because these tweets have been online. And then everybody in the episode was talking about, I knew about this 6 months ago. So when and how did it resurface? Do we know that?
I think that this one was recent, but there had been past times where she had picked up the rug and put it under. So now, and that's what Sandoval was so mad about. He's like, why did you push all of it under the rug every other time? And then Lisa comes up and finally says it, and then y'all do something about it.
Right.
So I get where he's coming from, but maybe not at Peter's birthday party, where everyone's vibing.
Maybe go be in your happy relationship if you're so happy and mind your business. when you're really in love, you and your partner should be on the same page and you shouldn't want to entertain or start drama. And if you just really look at the conversation starters around the homophobia thing, Ariana brought it to Lisa. I hate to tell you this, but no, you don't hate to. You're actually happy to share the bad news. And then Tom at the damn bridal no, that wasn't the birthday party. It's like, seriously. And then he's like, it's just a question. No, it's a rude, condescending, mind your damn business question.
Yeah.
And again, if you two are so happy, why are you have so much time to be in my business? Like, Tom, your girl's really going through something right now. Why don't you focus on her? Stop being so focused on Pastor whoever. I don't even know the pastor's name. They kept his name private, right?
They kept his name private. Archie, you've been shaking your head.
I mean,
let's hear it.
First of all, okay. Now, you said that like they're so in love and all these things, so like why focus on this when you need to entertain your own relationship? They've been in their situation for a long time. So their friends are very close to them. So when these things surface and they're being tagged as well, they're going to address it. So I don't feel like their love or their relationship has anything to do with it. But when he was bringing up the question at the birthday party of the pirate, he was doing what he had to do. I don't see anything wrong. Yes, as a friend, you're like, okay. It is a little weird that you kept sweeping it under the rug. So I just want to know, like, why all of a sudden now? Like, what was the last straw? Why was it Lisa? Why did it take these things? I don't feel they were blowing it out of proportion. They're like, you're so rude. You're out of the wedding now. That sounds asinine to me.
I mean, I don't think you should be out of the wedding, but I don't understand why this night. Why, like, also, did you call him?
Did you say pirate
party?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was funny. Oh, I was like, oh my God, did he make a pirate joke about
Like,
him?
he should have had a pirate come to his party, like.
She had princesses come to hers? Oh my God.
Anyways.
Seriously.
I'm just not a fan of Sandoval as a whole this season. He's just like, it's like he is bored or something at home. Like you're saying, like he just seems like he's getting into everybody's business, and that's just what it seems like. And I get that you have this question, but then like ask another night, text him another time. Like why? I mean, and it's because the cameras are there, and he's like, oh well,
they don't
we
see
can.
each other that much though.
We all know what it is.
They don't see each other
Do we
that
have
much.
to say it?
Oh, what is it?
Oh,
Sandoval and Ariana are both backed up. And they need to release some tension. And until
they
They need to poop.
they don't. That was discussed seasons ago that they don't canoodle.
What do you mean by backed up?
Maybe not like at all, but
Poop or sex?
sex.
Sex. Okay,
But maybe
sorry.
poop. Maybe they do need to poop. But I'm talking about sex. I'm saying that we know that Ariana
that's it.
Oh, no,
Ariana
just
doesn't
snorted.
really. She's not really into sex like that. That's been
Okay.
admitted.
Okay, that's her thing.
When you're okay. But when you have time to be up in everyone else's business, like, you need to take a load off.
I feel like his left and right hand are pretty busy, but I do feel like this is something that
takes me
needed
for a
to be
right-hander.
addressed.
Takes me for a right-hander.
Okay. I feel like I'm always in the middle, but I truly try to see like every side. I do understand why it would affect Ariana and or Tom so much, especially Ariana is bisexual. So
Right.
it's
Right.
like, how am I going to come to your wedding when the person officiating it does not support me or my lifestyle as a person?
Don't make it about you, girl. It's not about you.
I know,
This
but
is true,
like,
but everything that they
I'm bisexual,
represent
don't
in their
bother me.
community, they like stand, it's like a little weird.
You know, it is true because Britney it feels like she's a little bit of a people pleaser. She
Yes.
wants to
Yeah.
keep the family and the friends back home, like everyone happy, and then she wants to keep her LA friends happy too. Like she said, she's in LA and in her mind is like a little bubble. And
Yeah.
where she's from,
Kentucky.
it's not like that. Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I do agree, like, it should have been talked about. I don't know why Ariana and Tom waited so long, because they've been talking to everybody else
Right.
about it.
Right.
It's weird.
But they're saying, oh, we're walking around on eggshells with Jax and Britney. But then all of a sudden, once they've already addressed the situation, then it's like, well, it's already addressed. So, but maybe if it was still bothering them, don't do it at Peter's birthday, which, by the way, I didn't even realize that was Peter's birthday
Because we
party.
didn't see him.
Yeah.
But it was a random,
He
like,
walked in, I
batting
think.
night.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I will say that when they were talking about it after Lisa gave them a call, and I think they were sitting at the gym when they, did a little session to get snatched for the wedding. Jax had said that basically, that now that this was out, he felt like he needed to do something about it. Like, again, like implying that he should have, like, what did he say? Something about a cow. He's like, I don't care what your views are. If you want to do whatever with a cow, keep that to yourself.
Loved that.
So although he feels this way internally and has these viewpoints, just because he didn't vocalize it and voice it, that means it's okay to be, you know, in your situation.
No, you did not, right?
I was like, wait, what just happened?
No.
Moo!
Listen.
I get what you're saying, Archie, and I do agree. I feel like Jax and Britney, they didn't really like care at the end of the day, which is kind of sad because this person is bringing you as man and wife, and their beliefs. I mean, although it's their beliefs, they're the person. They're, you know, this is your church or Britney's church, and this is a big moment, and the person representing that moment for you has such radical and horrible, in my opinion, views.
And if they think like that, that's okay. Like, that is okay.
Right.
I grew up in the church and I'm also gay. But, like, if you think like that, that's okay. But also, your view should be aligned with the people or, you know, that you're marrying or vice versa. That's my thing.
The other thing is that they had already fired him and moved on.
Yes.
And then they go and bring it back up.
They're
and
dragging
it's like, it's not an issue anymore. Why do you need to bring it back up? Because
as your
she's
friend,
offended.
I want to know. I'm a nosy friend.
No, shut up.
If you were so nosy, you should have asked me like a month ago when we were addressing it.
And if you're a good
But they
friend,
just fired him.
You're gonna confront the issue differently than how Sandoval went about it.
I feel like he did. They were alone at the little bar. You know, hey, bro.
No, it was very
I think Sandoval
snarky.
knew Jax was gonna blow up.
He knew Jax
there's
was gonna
drinks
blow up.
involved. Everyone's partying. That wasn't the time and place.
And then we go back and Britney's crying.
Brittany's crying.
For no
man.
reason.
And to your point about like Jax and Britney not caring, do you guys remember like Stassi basically called them dumb in the nicest way by saying they don't really think much. Like, wait, what are you trying to imply?
Like, but we all kind of get what she's saying.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, but I get it.
Yes.
It's like they asked him like, oh, you know, you made these comments, and he's like, no, I'm not homophobic. Oh, thank God, he said he's not homophobic.
Right.
And then that's good enough.
But it's like, come on.
Right.
And we can only imagine what Britney is faced with when she goes back home, when it's like you're living in LA, a big city with all kinds of people, super liberal views, and then you go back to Kentucky and it could be a whole different kind of conversation, and she probably might have to mask that. And we see the kind of person Britney is. She is a very timid person, hence her being able to deal with Jax. And so we're not really expecting her to be as confrontational as the way Ariana, and we get it, Ari, we completely understand, but it's like you can't expect someone to react the way you want them to react. Especially if this is her pastor growing up. The same way if you had a family member, like, come on now. We all got grandmas, great-grandmas who was racist AF, and then we still love them. Those are our grandparents. Like, they just grew up in a different time, so they have different views. So it's the same thing with
racist grandparents.
my Puerto Rican grandfather does not look at me as a black woman. He doesn't look at any of his grandkids as black. To him, we're Puerto Rican, and he says horrible things about black people. And it's like, what?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Oh, sweetie, no.
I get you on the racism thing. My parents are from two different villages. Same country, same city, two different
Villages?
villages.
Where was this
and
at?
it was in Iraq.
Oh my God.
And it was a huge thing when they got married. Like, I get it.
And
But
we
see, that's
still
the
love
thing.
our family.
She's trying maybe also to please her side of the family,
Right.
because we
Absolutely.
don't know what goes on behind closed doors with
Right.
her
Because
family.
her mom
And
was confused.
we saw that
Right.
mom's face when she was like, "You okay with Lance Bass doing my wedding?" And her mom's like,
Or how about the time when the comedy show and they were saying all the gay jokes about Jax
and
and
then
the
she had to
mom?
have a talk with him about it and be like, now,
Ding, ding, ding.
did you?
Okay.
And he's like, no, we all
Exactly.
know.
We know what kind of family
Yeah.
Britney comes from. So it's like, come on, you
Yeah.
can't sit here and hold her to these super liberal standards when it's like she didn't grow up that way.
For sure. But that's the life that she leads and chooses now.
Right.
She's stuck in the middle a little bit.
Right.
I get it.
And that's why they kind of probably just want to be left alone, and they're constantly being judged by everything as we sit here and talk about all of them on a panel.
Shout out to my boo Lance Bass for saving the day.
Lance Bass saved the day.
He
Yes.
sure
He
enough
came
did.
through.
Yes. Speaking about shout outs, we want you guys to go onto iTunes, maybe give us like a 5-star review, maybe leave a comment, because we'll like maybe definitely like read it because we've got some today and we love you, and because of you we can sit up here and talk as the ESPN of TV talk. And look at these hand signs we're getting from Archie today. I mean, they're stunning. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for supporting us. We really, really appreciate it. And give us some of those comments, Ravets. What are they saying?
We do. Oh my gosh, guys. We got 4 5-star ratings this week.
4.
Thanks to you guys.
That's what's up.
I'm so happy. These make me happy every single week.
They truly make our whole week. You have no idea. Let me read them. So first, LR1926 says, amazing. This podcast always puts me in a good mood. Hilarious.
Oh my god.
And AO3434 says 5 stars. Great show. My wife got me hooked on this show.
Oh.
Most of the time spent watching me and my wife doing our best Scheana impressions. Glad I can listen to you guys on my way into work. Keep it up.
Love it.
Jenny from the 305 says, best squad. You guys are the best. I died during the whole Katie knitting conversation.
Oh my God.
So did we. And Tyra WR_ says, hilarious. These hosts are hilarious and I'm excited for every new episode they do. Whole group has incredible chemistry with each other and I can safely say they're some of the funniest people I've ever heard in a podcast format.
Oh my god.
That's so sweet, y'all. And shout out to Elizabeth Hart, who last week's show, she wrote a comment on the YouTube and said, I like the girl with the black hair. And I'm glad you did. The girl with the black hair. I know why, and I get it. And it was so nice and thoughtful. I think that is a new millennium way of...
Yeah.
Don't let you come in here with red hair next week.
Seriously, this is just the 5-star ratings. Like, we go through and read the comments too, and they're just so nice and so insightful, and you guys tell us your opinions, and we love it all. And thank you.
Vanderpump rules.
I know we're all gonna cry about this later. Yeah. Okay, moving on. So, speaking of crying and cute stuff, we got a princess bridal shower.
Yes.
Lord, what was that about?
Who was your favorite princess tonight?
It was Ariel. She was the most fun of all. Wait, are we talking about the actual princess that came in the room? Because I was judging the actual princesses.
Oh my God.
Because some of the princesses were better than the others, and like Ariel had a lot of personality, so I was really digging her.
I thought you were saying Ariel because you look like Ariel.
A compliment that just keeps on giving, girl.
You guys are nice to us, and we're nice to each other.
I did not know I had mermaid vibes.
Bye.
Anyway,
Archie.
Okay.
we matched today. You have to like me,
You guys
okay?
are matching. Come on, you're on the same page.
Yes, we are.
But I loved the princesses. I know that everybody crapped on it, but like that's what she likes.
That's
so
what
let
she
her
likes.
do
Let
it.
her do what she wants. It's her wedding. I did think her getting super emotional.
It was freaky.
It just showed like, wow, I guess the reason you're having this kind of party is because on the inside you really are an 8-year-old girl.
No, she explained why she likes the princesses because they always come out on top and they teach good values and they have a happy ending. Now you tell me you don't want those things.
That's true. That's true. I don't know if I'll get those things with Jax, but I believe in others' dreams.
Exactly.
I didn't like it. Once she started crying at the end, she was just like, people were talking about me and my picture that I posted. I was like, ooh, I'm people. It was like, this looks childish.
Imagine though, you're out there just living your best and you're like, I love this. This is so cute. I had so much fun. And you share it with the people that you watch the show with and then they crap all over it. It's like, imagine if you were just out there living and you say that it won't affect you, but when it is just coming in, you're like, why can't these people who are watching me on the show just be nice and not comment this mean stuff? Because sometimes I get comments and I'm like, you could have kept that to yourself.
Right, that's true.
And I think that it's overwhelming, and plus the pastor stuff, and then you got the princess stuff.
You get emotional, and your wedding's coming up, and it's just like, God, like you're just super emotional, and it's like, so we're seeing her cry every episode this season.
Shocking it's not Scheana for once, but
oh my God.
She was sitting by herself to the side. I love it.
Freezing my eggs. I literally, what did I say?
Freezing my eggs. And what did I say last week? You're not drinking when you're freezing your eggs, but she used that as an excuse last week as to why she was so emotional, and she said, I need a shot. But you're freezing your eggs. But this week, it's like, I'm not drinking, I'm freezing my eggs.
Maybe it's like,
she picks and chooses her battles.
Better results if you don't freeze them. So maybe she's like,
one shot.
It'll be fine. Like, we'll still harvest them.
I don't think you're supposed to drink.
Maybe I'll get pregnant.
I don't know. I really felt for Britney. I mean, look, we read these 5-star reviews every week, and how good do they make us feel?
Exactly.
Yes,
when we get like a bad review, like how bad does
my
that
gosh.
make you feel?
I'm always ready to argue with people in the comments.
Imagine a million of them.
It hurts. Imagine that on such a larger scale.
Exactly.
It hurts. It's funny that it's about like princesses, and that's what makes it funny, but at the core of it, no matter what, I get made fun of for liking Taylor Swift and wearing her merch. You know what I mean? I'm 27. But
yeah.
I don't care.
I go to Disneyland all the time. I would kill to
Right.
have princess. If my friends hired princesses to come into a party, I'd be like, "That's cute.
You're a good
Thank
friend."
you." Like, and she didn't invite those princesses herself.
Okay, finger.
You guys,
It was
these two
a
are
little
like
close
brother
to
and
your
sister.
face.
It's
Sorry about
adorable.
that. Next, I'm just gonna mollywop you
God,
right here on camera.
So while we're at the bridal shower, though, Kristen confronts Katie for like 2 seconds. What was that about?
She was saying, "Are we just going to act like last week didn't happen and we're just gonna pretend like we're friends?" And then Katie said, "Yeah," and then that kind of pissed off Kristen. So she was like, "Ah." And then she got up and walked away, and then that was the end of that.
But she said, "Are you doing what I'm doing?" And we're brushing it like under the rug or whatever.
I think she was hoping Katie was going to be like, well, let's
talk about
it. But then she didn't, so she was like, ah, and then got up.
I heard it as like, "Are we brushing this? Like, can we just be normal?" And like,
No.
that wasn't it.
Right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Wait, me or her?
No, you're right.
Me,
He's
Katie.
looking at you.
Okay, I know. I don't know.
No, baby cakes is right.
It's like, you are right,
Yeah.
and I'm like, me?
I'm right.
But I mean, I agree with Katie. Like
Yeah.
that's how it should have been. Like we don't need to rehash this. We go through it every single week.
Yeah.
You know how I feel. I know how you feel. Let's just move on. We have to work together, and we're still kind of sort of friends. Maybe on a different day. I don't know.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe on Thursdays. Today's
Yeah.
Wednesday. I found it hilarious when they were joking about what their wedding song was going to be.
Oh, gosh,
Oh,
Bo,
my God.
sweetie.
You're so-
And
one.
it turned out to be, and he's like, no, that's the song we're doing. Like, is that not the worst?
when you
you're
make those jokes.
Right.
Oh, yes.
It's like you're calling me like, oh, I'm like, what are you going to wear today? I'm like, you're not going to wear a yellow shirt, right?
Bitch,
Like, actually. It's like, damn. Like,
Yeah.
that, and I get it, though, because it's like, that's pretty cheesy. And then
No, it's so cute. Ugh.
I think they
It's
should have just
cute,
waited
but
until the
it's
wedding. Like, don't share these things if you know people are gonna crap on them. Like that photo
Yeah,
that she's
right.
crying over that
Right.
people that she posted. She should just kept it to herself because she knows it was crazy.
No, it's not crazy. It is cute.
I don't
what
think
she
knows.
likes.
Yeah, it is what she likes. People have weird themes.
They do.
Way weirder themes than that. That was just a princess thing. That's more normal than some other bridal shower themes we've probably seen of bondage
Yeah.
and craziness.
Is that
What bridal
you're
showers
getting
are you
married
going
soon, right?
to? Can I? Are you doing a bondage?
All right.
I'm down.
I'll bring the BDSM princesses.
doing a bondage bridal shower?
What?
I'll wrap Katie up and we'll come.
Lube up for my leather. Yeah. Okay. You gotta like lube up to get into that playtex
do.
stuff.
Why do you know
it's
that?
so hard. Well, because I've done it.
It's not bad.
But it's so hard to
Oh.
get into them.
So you've done bondage.
No. Well, okay. Well, girl,
Okay,
we need
different
to
show,
go get
different
drinks.
show.
Hey, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are.
Looks like we made it.
Good
You are
as
making my
gold.
ugly, disgusting laugh come out where
my
I'm like,
God.
"Ah."
So sorry.
Oh, that was good.
I genuinely
That was good as
apologize.
gold.
That was
Told
good.
y'all
But
That was good as
episode
gold.
I
was
don't think
good.
that that's that weird of a song to have as your first song because it's like, oh,
For
you'll
Jackson,
it.
No,
Brittany.
I get it. No, I get it. It's just, it was hilarious that
It was like
they
a
was
topic
bad.
of
Right.
conversation.
It was
Yeah.
like, what? Like,
And then he kept going. He kept being like, oh, so it's a, no, but really, are you?
Are you really-
Is that really you doing? And he's like, yes, that's what I'm doing. He's like, no, but wait, are you?
You're serious?
You're actually doing that?
Are you kidding?
Are you doing that? What? What? And it's like, dude, we said yes, Bo. Shh.
but again,
Get over it.
who was the one that was dragging it? Like, no, really?
Chef Boardi.
It was a cute
Sandoval.
Damn it!
No, I refuse to say his name in that negative connotation.
They are the
right.
negative Nancys of this season.
Yeah. You know who didn't come to the party though? Raquel.
Oh, no.
You guys, she wanted to go to that party
You
so
saw
bad.
it in her face. You saw it in her face. He was like, you're not going to go, right? No. Oh, yeah. Okay, go.
That was a very toxic conversation.
yeah,
it was
and I was
very
like, but do you
manipulative.
wanna
On a
go?
serious note, it was very
It
manipulative.
was very Ike and Tina 2020. Like, it's like, Raquel, blink if you're okay. Please.
Yeah, it was funny to watch, but I agree, Archie. It was so manipulative.
Well, I get where he's, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not about to defend him.
Okay.
Wait. I'm not. But I
let's
am
hear it
a
out.
little. Because it's like I get where he's coming from, where you don't want your significant other to
Oh,
go
yeah.
to stuff where blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the way he went about that was all sorts of wrong.
Wait,
Like, not okay.
Can we back up to the conversation? Well, I know I told you to come watch my set, but if you were supposed to be there, then you should have did, and so that's your fault.
But I would have been mad if you did.
Like,
Yeah, he's just all over the place.
took
He's
no
double
responsibility
standards.
for the fact that he's the reason that she got into trouble.
And okay, I'm just being honest, like, because sometimes I wonder, I'm like, is he doing that for the cameras? Do they tell him to take this approach? Because I just can't imagine that you're really like this. I want to hope that you're not really like this, that you don't really talk to your girl like this or anyone. But at the same time, it's like all these seasons, like, no, this is who you are. You've seen his mom. It's like, I can only imagine how she would emotionally manipulate him as a child to where he grew up thinking those things were normal.
Right. Well, I think with Raquel, when you are in that type of relationship, you don't always know that it's like happening to you. Because I've been in a terrible situation where I was gaslit and manipulated and I didn't know. I was just like, oh, this is a part of a relationship. But like, no, it's not. Yeah. And maybe she just doesn't know that because she's sweet little Bambi.
But she's on TV and we should probably take to the comments like people were doing with Britney and let her know what's up.
Well,
you know?
yeah.
Like have you didn't when you were in that situation, you didn't have a camera in your face to watch it back.
True,
like, I hope she gets out of that, honestly.
I hope so too, because it's so sad. It's so sad to watch. Like for any woman watching this, it's like you don't want to see that, and it's like, poor Raquel.
And she even had to say at the end, like, and I could go if I want to, or he's like, and you can do whatever you want. And she's like, yeah, I know. But then she like looks down. Because like, girl, she's
not.
She's not, because if you did do what you wanted to do, you would have gone to the pirate party.
Because that's why she says she has to, like, she feels like she has to babysit, what is his name? James.
Okay.
Yeah. She feels like she has to babysit him. Like, that's why she missed her shift. Like, all these things, she just walks on eggshells around this man.
And you can tell he has her wrapped. Even if another guy came around, he wouldn't even have a chance because she has to get herself out of, like, mentally, emotionally, physically out of that situation before she would ever be ready to even have a conversation with another guy. You can tell she's wrapped in it.
I'm hoping she finds her voice at some point this season, hopefully, against James.
Yes.
Like, I love James, but bro,
I think she's just, because speaking from experience, you just want to avoid any sort of fight or argument. So it's like, no, I don't want to go. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not even worth it, even if I do want to go. Like, no, cool, babe. I'm fine. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So
just because you know
it's sad.
What the explosion will be if you do want to go, and it's no fun.
Yeah. Right. But on a happy note,
yes,
Max and Dina are officially official.
Are they?
You tell me.
Does anyone care? Do we care at all?
You care?
Do you care?
I told you I like them.
Why, girl? Give me your reasons.
I feel like they are the new age Jax and Stassi. And
what?
Hmm.
You know how that ended, right?
Yeah, but at least it happened.
Set them up for failure.
Okay. So I'm rooting for them because, look, I'm in love. I believe in love. And it's a challenge. And it's really, sometimes it's two of the most difficult people that are able to tame each other. And I think, you see Max, he's a player boy. And Dana, you could see she's like a tough chick. Like, she doesn't take no mess. And you could tell she could be with any guy she wants or whatever. So
Or a woman.
Our woman,
bisexual.
Okay, with those nips out. And I just like seeing two people like that decide, like, you know what, let's be exclusive. Like, not, like, put their pride to the side and really be like, yo, let's do this. Like, I'm really feeling you. You really feeling me. Like, I want you. Like, I remember when my man, when we made it, like, boyfriend-girlfriend official, he just told me, he's like, okay, you're my girlfriend now. Because I can't talk to other girls. Everyone knows I talk to you, so you're my girlfriend now. And it's like, and you see Max was a little awkward with it, but he's like, well, let's just make it exclusive because it's awkward for a guy to kind of approach that. So I just think it's so cute, and I'm here for it, and I really am.
He said, I guess.
Yeah,
we can make it exclusive. And then
he did say, I guess.
They make it all exclusive, and then they go, you want to go to the bed? So then they go to the bed, and they both get undressed next to it, and then meet in the middle.
That was so scripted. I didn't like that.
That was weird.
Yes.
Oh.
That was weird.
Because who does?
Nobody does that.
It's weird.
Mean, I was like,
and if that's how they do that, they don't need to be together.
Right.
I know that you're rooting for them, but I don't give it 2 months.
I'm rooting for love. I don't know if they're it for each other.
You get undressed over here. We'll meet here.
Like, no.
I think it's time to give out our Pumptinis for the night.
Yes. I wrote notes.
Our favorite part. We're so sorry. We ran out of time last week. We had so much to talk
my God.
about. But this week, we're giving out Pumptinis. Who wants to go first?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want my first choice or my second choice?
The second.
Okay, then Bambi. I feel like Miss Raquel deserves a drink after the way that she was spoken to, or a drink to throw in his face, if you know. So maybe something. I don't know.
I like
so
that. Your first
Raquel,
choice.
yeah. Well, no, because it'll be somebody else's. That's why I did
okay.
two, so that I don't like take up someone else's.
I got it. I thought you were gonna give us your 2 options. I was ready for it.
No, I'll let. Okay, it was
but no.
Brittany. It was Brittany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she'd be crying. She'd be crying over the princesses. And girl, I love princesses, and I get it. People make fun of me for having stuffed animals on my bed, so it's a thing. I think I need to take them off though. I think it's too creepy. But we'll talk about it after the show.
Archie?
You know what? I'm actually going to give my
okay?
my
Are you all right?
Pumptini because I'm gonna give it to Lisa Vanderpump because she deals with these people all day. But she brought back up the pastor thing to nip it in the bud.
That's right.
The bud.
The bud, not
bud.
the butt, as I learned.
That's what
tonight.
Jack said. He was like, "We'll nip it in the butt." Oh no!
Oh my God.
No,
Not
sorry.
the butt though. Why you nipping the butt?
Jerusalem, who's your Pumptini?
My
going to?
Pumptini actually is going to Lala because she had my favorite line of the night about admitting that, okay, I chopped your cookie in the back.
Yeah.
Let me burst into flames.
Cookies are good though.
That was funny.
So Lala gets my Pumptini just for always being the realist.
I love it.
You wouldn't like that type of cookie, Archie.
Stassi gets my Pumptini because, you know, you could tell how corny she thought the whole thing was, but she brought the princesses. She knows that's what her friend likes.
Yes.
So she did that being a good friend to
Yes,
Britney.
yes.
Absolute.
Yay, Pumptinis. Comment down below who your Pumptinis
You
are,
are throwing
obviously.
so much shade. Archie! You're like, people didn't like it. I'm the people.
I'm ordering princesses to your home.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
All
gonna
right,
block
it's
that.
time for some news, Jerusalem.
Oh my God, I am super, duper excited. All right, so the first news story, because I have this. So the first story, and we were literally just talking about it, turns out Dana and Max are no longer exclusive.
Knew it.
So that only lasted probably.
You just preached on
I
this
know.
love journey.
No, but like I said, they're the new Jax and Stassi. How many times did Jax and Stassi break up? So according to Dana, he and I have been through a lot in the last 6 months or so, and right now we're coworkers, and that's it.
Period.
Period. Poo.
Is that a wig?
You know, you were trying to get Dana on the show, guys. So flood her Instagram.
Yes.
Okay? Let her know. Tell her to come on the show. Maybe she can tell us about it.
Come on, Dana girl, because you got time to be on Instagram Live. That goes into our next story. She was on Instagram. Well, she was doing the whole Q&A thing on Instagram, and trolls were saying that she needs a nose job.
Oh my God, these people are so mean.
Seriously, look at her nose.
Her nose looks actually fine.
Okay, I don't see. If she needs a nose job, I need a nose job, and I don't need
Same.
a nose
So
job.
don't tell people if they need a nose job. Keep it to yourself.
So she responded and said, all the trolls who keep saying that I need a nose job, just like go ahead and
Oh.
She said, I might get a nose job someday and not anytime soon, and certainly not because you're suggesting it from an ugly place. I am praying for you because you're clearly effing miserable, and no one who's really happy is talking to other people like that.
Oh, wow.
That's the same thing I be saying about Sandoval and Ariana. But you can't tell me that.
We should not be telling anyone they need any sort of plastic surgery. They can decide that for themselves.
Okay, and so our final story, the Toms, Lisa gave them the opening and business buzz, and so now they are set to open a grimy dive bar together.
Oh.
We're going to open a grimy dive bar together eventually. It's going to be really seedy.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Like dirty dive bar-ish.
Duh, I get it. So, all right. New word. It's going to have lots of violations and claims, lawsuits, and nothing above a C grading.
We're going.
What?
See you there.
Sounds like a place I want to be.
Kind of like Trunks.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You guys need to take me there.
I cannot believe you haven't been to Trunks. We're going to Trunks.
Can't
So that's it for our news or gossip.
Tuesday.
Oh, she has
my
a special
God,
edition.
See you next Tuesday is back at Sir Jane. The whole thing, it's happening tonight. If I wasn't here, I would be there.
Yes, you would.
If
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
split my pants today, we would be going because you got on the coochie cutters today. We're all ready to go party.
Maybe next week.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
I think we need to do some quick predictions, other than obviously the fact that we're going to be at See You Next Tuesday. Other predictions.
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
I will say that I predict, well, we can't say they're not going to be in a relationship because we already know that. But I predict that Dana and Scheana will link up and collaborate over how trash Max is.
Ooh, we'd love to see that.
I think I'm going to freak out next week on what trash Max is. So stay tuned, because that comment about him to her when he was like, oh, we're not exclusive. You just said it on the couch before the awkward sex. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't want to miss next week.
No. I think the ladies are going to put a battery in Raquel's back, and she's going to come to James and going to be like, R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me.
I love that. I'm really excited to see Jaxs and Tom Sandoval just really going at each other. I think they'll make up at the end of the day, but they just need to blow up at each other. And I think Dana's going to lose her shit, and I can't wait to see it. But you can find me at Rebecca Soro on all social media platforms. We'll see you next week.
At Jocelyn Diva on Instagram, at Jocelyn Diva08 on Twitter.
Follow me everywhere at Little Baby Kates, and check out my podcast. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, follow me everywhere too at Archie J Speaks.
Bye, everybody.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.